Hi, I'm Lisa. What do you know about Japan? For example, the tallest tower in Tokyo is the Tokyo Sky Tree. But do you know what the famous tower in Osaka is? It's So Osaka's famous tower will be revealed in the following interview. So today I'm talking with a very successful restaurant owner from Suzuka. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi Lisa, nice to meet you too.
And can you tell us your name?
My name is Dhiraj Sharma.
And where are you from?
I'm from New Delhi, India.
India, very far.
Yeah.
How long does it take from India to Japan?
By direct flights, it takes around 10 hours.
10 hours. Oh, it's a little bit closer than England, but not
Yes,
much difference.
Not much, yeah.
So how long have you been living in Japan and why did you come here?
I came to Japan in 1991. It's almost 33 years.
Yeah, it's similar to me.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Well, first time I was
First
here
time,
and it
okay.
was 93.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's almost 33 years.
Wow.
Time passed so fast.
Yeah.
I still remember my clothes I wore that time and one suitcase. I still remember that.
Yeah. So why did you come here originally? Was it tourist or?
No, actually, finally it's destiny. But my older brother, he used to work for Japan Airlines in New Delhi in India for a long time. So he used to visit Japan two, three times a year. So I used to know about a lot of culture, Japanese people. So it made me interesting, to about Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So then I had chance to work for one export company in India. They export almost everything to Japan, major companies.
Okay. Right.
So in that company, many Japanese people, delegates came. I used to talk to them. I took them to sightseeing and lot of chance. So then I learned Japanese in India for I think 6 months.
Oh, right. Okay. So you could speak when you came here?
A little bit,
a little bit, yeah. And you've learned more and more since then, yeah?
And in finally 1991, one of my relative, he had a chain of restaurants in Japan.
Uh-huh.
So he brought me to Japan.
Okay.
So
and
that was the
working.
time, yeah.
Okay.
I arrived in Japan in 1991.
And what made you decide to stay?
Because, I like Japan very much, So I decided to live here as long as I can.
Right.
But I didn't know that I can live 33 years or maybe how far I can go. So then, after staying in Japan, I started learning Japanese, not Japanese language, about Japan.
Right.
So like how to use chopsticks and Japanese manners. So, many Japanese people I know, they said, "Oh, Sharma, he knows Japan more than Japanese language," So,
that's really important. I think too. It's such a different culture.
Yeah. It's difficult, but if you adopt that culture, it's very good, very happy.
Yeah.
You will find a lot of happiness.
I think so.
In Japan.
Yeah. And then what can I ask you about your business? Just to say about your business.
Yes, of course. Because after 6-7 years working in Japan, so I decided to open my own business, which I had a dream to do some business in Japan. So I opened this restaurant where we are sitting today.
Now very delicious Indian food.
Indo Mura is 26 years before I opened that restaurant.
Wow.
So besides restaurants, I wanted to do many things. But when I opened this restaurant, I wanted to introduce Indian culture, Indian food. So I used to go to many schools. They invited me to make some curries there and talk
Oh,
about
wow.
India culture.
No,
You know,
that's nice.
small element school students, they ask me a lot of questions. You know,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
very funny thing.
That's
You know.
really.
Oh,
I'm sure it's very, very different. I mean, Japanese have their own curry, but it's
Curry.
completely different.
So, and you know, when we make, you know, they have impression that Indian curry is very spicy. So, but when they eat, you know, even
Yeah.
shogakse, elementary school, students can eat easily.
Yeah, it's not. Well, there's different kinds of different spices, isn't there? There's really
Yes,
spicy
yes.
and like you know,
Like,
not
yeah,
creamy.
It's great, you know,
Yeah,
and
so-
you know, it's Indian spice. We use around 25, 26 type of spices.
Right, so yeah, I love Indian food, lovely.
Oh, really?
So if you are in Mie and in Suzuka or near
Yeah.
to Suzuka, come along to Indo Mura. It's
Yeah,
really, really
please,
good. Yeah,
we
I
are
recommend it.
Happy to
Best
see,
curry in
yeah.
Japan. And of course, the best service.
no, it's, that also I learned in Japan, you know.
Right.
You know, in Japan, their service is number
Yes,
one.
yes.
I travel, you know, many countries, but I found their service is the best service.
Yeah, I would
Hospitality
agree with you
also,
there. Yeah, it's just so polite and every attention to detail.
Details, yeah.
Yeah. So if you had to describe Japan in just 3 words, quite difficult, I think, but what would you say?
3 words.
3 words.
Oh.
Well, you can do 4.
I think there are many, you know, I can describe, but
Of course.
first thing is Japan is beautiful country, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We can see a lot of mountains, rivers, sea,
Yes.
and greeneries, you know. You can see this is the heaven.
Mm-hmm.
We are living heaven on the earth, you know.
Heaven on earth, there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, and so
And
beautiful.
second one is systematically.
Systematic. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Because when you know we travel to trains, buses, they are running on time. You know.
Yeah, amazing.
Exactly. Like 9:59 means 59.
59. Yeah,
So
you can't
that-
come just.
That's you know I travel a lot of countries, but this thing I can appreciate. You know.
Yeah, well, my country is worse
and
for that.
I can't imagine in India. You know.
No, in England too.
No.
You know, if you're 5 minutes late, yeah, it's
No,
still
it's
there.
in India, Mondai nai, no problem.
It's cancelled. Well,
But India
that's
is
usual.
also changing now, you know.
Really?
India is also
Oh,
changing, yeah.
Oh, I hope England changes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And third one is they are very hardworking people.
Yeah, very hard work.
So of course, I'm also hardworking.
Of course, that's
But,
why you made a success.
And I heard many Japanese they have like yearly leave, UQ. They don't take,
Yeah,
I know,
Yeah.
I'm surprised,
yeah, I heard
You
that
can find
too.
only in Japan that
Yeah.
people are not taking their annual leave.
Yeah, unbelievable. So they have to. I work in one company, and they have to tell them you must take this these days. You never have to tell anyone.
No.
In England.
That's their culture,
Yeah,
We should
yeah,
appreciate,
so very conscientious, I think, is the word.
But of course, working is also good, your business, but family is also
Of
very
course.
important.
Balance. I think
Yeah,
balance is important.
Working balance is
Yeah.
most important thing,
Sure. Yeah. So, I don't know. Well, hardworking is good, but balance is good. So, when you first came to Japan, was there anything that really surprised you, or impressed you, or both?
Surprised me. First, I'm from India. We never had a chance to eat raw fish.
Raw fish. Right. Yeah.
So when I came, first they put me, samma,
Yeah.
with full head eyes. So they said, I said, no, I can't eat, eyes, So then I said, okay, first cut the head, then I can eat.
Yeah, me too. I'm like that.
And second thing, when I was eating sashimi, raw fish, so they put wasabi.
Oh yes.
Wasabi. So
Very
they said,
hot.
"Oh, you are from India. You can eat very spicy food." Yeah, I said, they said, "This is also very spicy." I said, "No, but Indian spices are more spicy, So I ate directly,
Oh.
I put it in mouth. And you surprise, you can't believe my water flowing from my eyes, and my nose. I couldn't, talk till 15 minutes, That was very surprising.
Yeah, they don't really explain
No.
how hot wasabi is. Yeah.
So I just ate, Oh,
Oh.
can't believe it.
Yeah, and you only read a little, really small piece.
No, but now we used to and we can eat. And natto,
Natto, yes.
natto. When I first ate natto, I promised myself I will never eat in my life. But now
You can?
I can eat easily.
Wow,
It's
I
delicious.
must admit, I'm not too keen on
But in
natto.
most of many Japanese, they also
Yes.
can't eat.
It has such a very strong smell. It's
Yeah.
fermented beans, I
yeah,
think.
fermenting,
Yeah,
yeah.
kind of fermented beans, but it has a very, very strong smell. And if you can get past the smell, it also has a very strange texture. It's kind of
Yeah.
Well, you need
But
to try it.
but that's healthy,
Yeah, very
Good
healthy.
for health.
Very healthy. So
And
yes.
one more thing, when I went to izakaya with my friends, they put sashimi, backside it was cut in pieces.
Yeah.
But the head, it was
yeah.
still moving,
Oh.
eyes moving. Oh, I was so scared, I said, no, please don't serve me.
No. I don't do like heads and things moving.
But actually, Japanese food is very healthy.
Very
Good for
healthy.
health. That's why Japanese people are healthy. They work till 80 years, 90 years.
Yeah, they look so young, right? They don't have
In
wrinkles.
India, people after 60, I'm almost 60 years. And in Japan, they start, enjoying their life, third part of their
Yeah,
life.
that's right. I mean, I think there's more people over 100 in Japan
Oh,
than anywhere
yeah.
else, I believe.
I read somewhere that 1,900 or 1,000 people above 100,
Yeah.
they still have driving license.
Wow. As long as they have to take a test. It's a bit scary.
So we have to also look up our health also,
Yeah, sure.
Should be
yeah.
health conscious, like Japanese.
So do you eat now a mixture between Japanese and Indian food, or?
Yeah, I can eat all Japanese food, but some, like hotate, clam,
Clams, yeah.
and shell. I still can't eat.
You're not done. Yeah. I
Otherwise, everything is okay. Of course, beef I don't eat. In
like it. But no, of
India.
course not. Well, me too.
Gyuniko wa dame.
Yes, yeah, you can't eat beef, but yeah, everything else good. And anything that impressed you when you first came to Japan? Obviously the hardworking and the beautiful. Anything else about particular?
Impress me is like.
You thought, wow, this is really amazing, or really good, or.
But impress me with good or surprise also. Like impress is many things, where we can go, like Tokyo, big tower,
Okay,
beautiful.
yeah.
And when you go to station, in the morning or evening, thousands of people are
So many
going
people,
in
yeah.
and out. When you saw in trains, people get down
Yeah.
and get in.
Yeah.
They have a lot of patience,
Yeah, a lot of
You have
patience.
to appreciate it.
And a very good system, yeah.
Systematically.
And then, yeah, pushing the
They
pushes.
they don't push
They don't
everything,
push,
like
no.
in India or other country. Oh, come
No.
They
They're
don't
very,
do,
They're very good at queuing.
So, and they said, okay,
Yeah.
saki dodo.
Yeah, so that's good. So how about, you've been in Japan a long time, so you must have picked up some Japanese habits, or some Japanese word phrases.
Of course, now I'm living more life in Japan, than
Yeah.
India. So of course I have some habits, good or bad, I don't know. I like to go to karaoke.
Karaoke, yeah, me too.
So before I used to go with my friends. Now sometimes I go with my kids.
So do you go to karaoke box?
Well, yeah, of course, karaoke.
So they have this karaoke box, which is a room, and you can sit with your friends, just your friends, and sing. So it doesn't matter if you're shy, nobody can hear you for like however many hours, and you can take food and drink. It's like a party. It's really good.
But of course, I was a little shy, But when you are with your friends, you have 2-3 drinks.
Yeah.
So then after shyness is over, so you start singing and dancing also.
And can you sing in Japanese? Do you sing in Japanese?
Of course, Japanese songs, very old songs,
Yeah, me
My
too.
friends surprised, wow, how did you learn this one? And of course, I go to golf, which I started in Japan.
Golf is a very big hobby, especially for Japanese men, I think. Yeah. They do a lot of business on the golf course.
Yeah, golf business. But I enjoying, because I have many Japanese friends, Japanese culture, so I enjoying golf, karaoke and parties together. And of course, a lot of business talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to do business while you're relaxed. I guess. Yeah, I think that's.
When it's my thinking, when I have to live here for a long time in Japan, I have to make Japanese friends.
Yeah.
I have to adopt their culture.
Otherwise, you're going to be pretty lonely. I think. Yeah. So you need to try and fit in. I mean, it's hard, but also if you don't speak the language initially, just try and pick it up. You can.
So, like in beginning, I said, before I didn't think about learning Japanese immediately. I started learn Japan.
Yes.
Their culture, their food.
I think that's a really good point.
Important,
yeah, really good point. And then you pick up the language as you need, right? That's a really good point. So we talked a little bit about food. So what would you say is the most unusual food? I guess you are kind of saying natto. And the raw fish with the heads.
Yeah, of course,
So, I guess. What is your favorite? Do you have a favorite Japanese food?
Like sashimi.
Sashimi,
Washoku.
Washoku. Yeah, so Japanese raw fish and Japanese food, Yeah. So how about, now I think you're really good in speaking Japanese, but when you were first learning, did you have any embarrassing language mistakes or time when you couldn't communicate?
No. I don't remember much. But one thing I remember, one of my immigration lawyer, so on telephone, we have some miscommunication. So he told me, you have to do your business, hokori o motte business te kudasai. Hokori
also means dust.
So I didn't understand, because I'm running Indian restaurants. So I said, no, we don't have hokori in our food, So after that, I think my wife or somebody told me hokori means, that was very embarrassing.
Yeah, so there's lots of words like that have 2 or 3 or 4 meanings, right? So
sometimes you also notice very confusing. Japanese, are they saying yes or no? This means yes or no.
So sometimes you don't know.
No, like in foreigners or India, we said yes or no.
Yes. Or sometimes they are just diplomatic and don't say yes or no.
Well, so that's why I started learning some word, tabun, doyaro, nandaro. I sometimes use.
I think we all do. Maybe. How's it gonna go? So that's quite it's quite a lot of those words in Japan that they use if they don't want to be direct. If it's because they are, I think, so polite. They don't just want to say no. Like for us, we just say no.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, we say thank you, but we say no. But they say, well, I'll think about it, and maybe we can do it. So you just have to realize that that's how they are and that's their culture. So, any memorable encounters, and again, I'm sure you've had lots with a local in Japan that you remember, oh, this person was.
What's part
With
of-
a local person
Part of
who
the- okay.
you didn't know, or.
Yeah, I know. No, sorry.
It's okay.
Because I'm living here for 33 years, almost in Mie
Right.
and Suzuka. So I really feel, happy. I'm lucky person that people, they adopted me, I don't feel that, they don't let me feel that I'm a foreigner.
Right.
So I can sit with them, I can talk with them. Really, in what you say in word, I don't have word to express. I am getting lot of love from
Right.
Mie people.
So you feel part of
Part-
the
part of-
community
yeah.
and.
Really,
That's
that's
great.
my
That's
really. I think more than money, I earn that thing.
Yeah, that's and it's not easy to do. I
Yeah.
think, especially somewhere in Japan,
Japan,
because they are not really guarded, but they're quite shy.
Yeah.
So to let people in, it sometimes takes a little bit of time.
Little bit, yeah, of
but if you really, like you say, adopt their culture and adopt Japan and appreciate it, they will appreciate you. So that's takes a little time.
And in surrounding, we have some Japanese restaurant, Japanese people. We have get together once or twice a week. So we talk business, we talk everything,
All right, so you are quite
I'm the
a local
only,
community.
I'm the only foreigner.
Right.
But they don't let me feel that.
No.
I'm Dhiraj. You
And
are.
do you feel like a foreigner now? Do you feel?
No, I don't feel now.
Yeah.
Because I talk frequent Japanese, so I don't feel
No.
that.
Yeah, that's good. So you're just one of the local community, and I'm sure
so-
you're very famous in this area.
and I have some, of course, bad experience also in
yeah.
Japan, because in 33 years in beginning, because I don't remember, but I went with my Japanese friend to some property real estate agent. I wanted to rent apartment,
Uh-huh.
So there I said, okay, I'm working in Japanese company in Suzuka, so I want to rent the apartment. So the person who went inside, maybe he talked with manager. So he said, what's your visa,
All right. Yeah.
So I said, I'm Indian, I have permanent visa. So they said, sorry, we don't give to foreigners.
Right.
So I didn't feel so bad, because I'm a foreigner. That's
Yeah.
their property, they have right to
Sure.
give to anybody, ABCD. But I told my Japanese friend, he got angry and he said, okay, bring your visiting card, which I gave.
Uh-huh.
One was that. So that I don't feel, because they have right to give property to anybody. But second one was, when I opened my limited company in 1998. So I opened the company, then I started this restaurant. In beginning, restaurant was, very busy restaurant, so good restaurant. So I have account, my company account in some bank
Uh-huh.
here. So I have my personal account also. Sorry, maybe it will take long. Can I
it's okay.
talk?
Yeah,
Can
sure.
I talk? Okay. So
It's very
so-
interesting, I think.
So because I'm giving them my everyday sale to them, and I have my personal account also. Okay, like in future, I wanted to some like Juma and fixed deposit. So I went there and the counter I said, okay, I'm in my personal account. I want to fix deposit. So she went backside to maybe manager or deputy manager. See, he said, Sharma san, what's your visa status? I said, why? Because I'm giving you my money. I'm not
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
not borrowing from you, and I have my company account is
Yeah.
That time I was little bit disturbed.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand. Okay, I said, okay, give me my money back. So then I talked to my chartered accountant. I said, see, I went there and this thing happened, because we have limited account also and my personal account. So he said, that's not good, because you are giving And if their attitude is like this, like sometimes in business we have to borrow money, so maybe it's very difficult,
Yeah,
you know.
if they can't give it to them.
Then I said, okay, should I took bold decision?
Yeah.
So he said, it's okay. So then I talked to my friend who ex-banker who introduced me that bank, you know. I told him that this thing happened.
Yeah.
And he said, wait. So he called the manager and he said, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He's doing business and living here, and maybe tomorrow he will put it in the newspaper, you know, this not harassment, this discrimination, you know.
Discrimination, yeah.
So, and I wanted to, you know, close my account to go to different bank, but in the evening, manager came with one lady and he apologized and he said, okay, you can bring. I said, no, I don't want to fix deposit in your bank.
No.
But you have lost my, you know, faith, you know.
Yeah.
So that was the big thing, I think. And
but maybe you taught him something too. Then maybe the next person he will think about.
Yeah, of course,
that,
yeah. But in business, you know, like other foreigners, maybe they are lot of, you know, problems they are facing, you know.
Yeah, I think it can be difficult. You can face problems. You just have to find the right people.
Right people. You know, you have to be right. You know, if you are right, you can fight. You know,
and it doesn't matter where you're from or what
you know.
Yeah. So I think it's the same everywhere, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So, well, it sounds like, but do you plan to continue living in Japan, or how long? Or do you want to go back to your country sometime?
Going back is very difficult.
Yeah.
You know? I love to go like once or twice a year.
Sure.
I have my beautiful family, my kids here, so I think
your life is
I
here.
will finish my life here.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened tomorrow.
Who knows? Yeah, well, no one knows what happens tomorrow.
From my heart, I wanted to live and die here.
Oh, that's great. That's good. So you're happy. It sounds like you've got
because 18 years before I changed my citizenship to Japanese. You know.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah,
so you are Japanese
passport.
citizen.
Yeah, I'm Japanese passport.
Right.
So why
I heard that's quite difficult to do, is to get a Japanese
very
passport.
Difficult, yeah. But I was lucky, you know, because my surrounding people, they.
Well, I was going to say because you are part of their community, and so.
Me and,
yeah, that's amazing.
I also do some not social work. So it's social work. Like I'm member of Mie Diversity.
All right.
It's government division. I am the member for our duties to foreigners people, they are facing a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Their kids going to school, parents facing PTA problem. If they go to hospital, they are facing. So how we can solve their problem? So that's why Mie Diversity.
Okay, so if you come to Japan and you're in Mie, you have a problem.
No, you can.
Dhiraj is the person to see.
Please, anytime. Yeah.
That's great. So the last thing I just wanted to ask you is, do you know the answer to today's quiz question?
You know, I travel Tokyo, Yokohama, Osaka, everywhere. Sorry, I don't know.
Well, actually, me too. I didn't know this one, so we're all learning today. It's called the Tsutenkaku Tower. Tsutenkaku.
Tower.
And it's a well-known landmark in Osaka, apparently. Its height is 103 meters. It has an observation deck at 90 meters, so you can go and get a good look of the city if you climb the tower. And it's kind of in the Nanawa district of Osaka. Yeah. And it has commercials of Hitachi and big companies like that. So, we need to check that one out.
I will ask my kids and my wife, you know.
Yeah, so
she must be know.
That'll be a good trivia question.
Yeah.
Good. Well, so thank you very much, Dhiraj, and we'll just say goodbye to everyone.
Thank you very much, and gambatte kudasai. Your YouTube channel. I give you best of luck.
Thank you very much.
You have successful YouTube channel.
And don't forget, everybody watching, like, subscribe, and share for us.
Share. Please watch.
Yes, please watch. Bye. Okay, so Dhiraj, you have a very successful business, and I think you have several ventures that you're interested you work in as well as just the restaurant. Do you have any words of advice or any for people who might want to be making a business in Japan or running their own business? Did you come here with the aim of running your own business, or were you working for someone else? And how did you start?
Actually, I came to Japan with a lot of dreams, but I didn't know that I will do this business because I wanted to do some trading business, things from Japan to India,
trading,
and good things from India to Japan. So restaurant was my, like I wanted to give my identity, local people that, he's Sharma from Indo Mura.
Yeah.
So that was my idea to open. But I have not like confidence that I can give advice to some people,
Wow, but you have a business for more than 25 years, I think?
26 years.
Yes, so you must, you're a success story.
No.
So, you must have some
But
tips.
of course, if anybody asks me, I can give my advice, my experience.
Yes, that's just what we want to hear.
Oh, that's no problem, anytime.
But can you just now for the viewers, anything that you'd say to them, don't do this, or make sure you do this, or, this is good?
Yeah, like beginners first come to Japan and know about Japan, learn about Japan, then do some business,
And did you find it hard to start your business? For example, getting maybe a bank loan, or finding the place, or marketing?
Of course, wherever you go, people will ask your, visa, your like citizenship, what's your plan. And in Japan, if you borrow loan or you hire like rent some property, you need guarantor in Japan. Without
Right.
guarantor, you can't do.
Okay,
Even
so
though you have millions of dollars,
Yeah.
still you need guarantor in Japan.
Right, so that's important.
Yeah.
And then about keeping your business, obviously you have many, many customers, and I would guess how many % of them are Japanese? Are most of them Japanese?
99% Japanese customers.
So you've got those Japanese people to come into your business. So how do you do that?
No, we don't catch them. We give them good food, good service, and we feel them like at home,
Right. So that's the important thing, is being at home. And you said you feel at home here in Japan.
Yeah.
So I guess that comes off to your customers, and so they feel at home. Yeah. Do you find it? Do you think that business is easier to do in Japan than in your country, or?
And anywhere, I think business is same,
Same,
business has some rules and some principles, If you follow that, you can successful anywhere in the world,
Right, so there's some good tips for you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, anytime, please.